गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी, हाउ आर यू? कैसे आप लोग? सब लोग ठीक है? मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है मेरे YouTube चैनल में। नाम आपको पता ही है, एसपी सर। फुल फॉर्म भी मालूम है आपको, शिवप्रसाद सर। Dear students, once again welcome. Today that is on 22nd October 2020, in our 11th business studies lecture, as we have already started our chapter, that is chapter number 8, small business and enterprises. Dear students, in this chapter, so far we have discussed what is enterprises, what is entrepreneurship. These things we have discussed already, and today we are going to discuss about startup. Today's the topic is Startup India scheme. But let me first write the formalities on the board. Then we will discuss this Startup India scheme. As I told you that today is 22nd October 2020, and today is 11th, and your lecture is of 11th business studies. And in this chapter number 8, what is that? Small business and enterprises. Dear students, as I told you that today we are going to discuss Startup India scheme. So it's our topic, Startup India scheme. Startup India scheme. My dear students, let's start discussion. This Startup India scheme, the meaning is like that. It is before meaning, little bit introduction. Startup India scheme, it is actually initiative of Government of India. The campaign was first announced by Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi in his speech on 15th August 2015. It is initiative of Government of India, and it was introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi in his speech on 15th August 2015. The first time he has introduced about this Startup India scheme in his speech on 15th August, that is on Independence Day in the year of 2015. Dear students, Startup India is action plan to develop an ecosystem to promote and nurture entrepreneurship. Means it is for what? For promoting and for nurturing the entrepreneurship across the country. Government is offering various bank and various bank financing scheme to promote startups. It was a brief introduction about the Startup India scheme. Now let's go through the meaning of startups. A startup is a business enterprise in the form of private limited company. What did I say? It is what? It is in the form of private limited company. It is business enterprise, or it can be partnership firm. It can be partnership firm with limited liability, or even it can be sole proprietorship, which was started not less than 5 years ago and have annual turnover of less than 25 crores. Means what? In a nutshell, to the point, the meaning can be given like this, that Startup India is a business enterprise which can be a private limited company or a partnership, with limited liability, or even it can be a sole proprietorship which was started started less than 5 years and which do not have the turnover of more than 25 crores. Means if the turnover is less than 25 crores and it was started before less than 5 years, it was started less than 5 years ago, and it is business enterprise in the form of the private limited company or partnership or even sole proprietorship, then it is called as startup, or it can get the benefit of Startup India scheme. As I told you that it is a scheme of the government through which government tries to set up as well as nurture the entrepreneurship. Means what? Through this scheme, that is Startup India scheme, through this scheme, government's target is that more and more number of entrepreneurs should come up. As we know that India is developing nation, and we know that still we are facing the problem of unemployment, we are facing the problem of poverty. Even in certain parts of the India, still there is a starvation problem. Means what? Still we can say that we listen that people die due to hunger. So in all, we can say that to face these socio-economic problems, Government of India initiated in the year of 2015 on 15th August, that is called Startup India scheme. The target is that more and more number of entrepreneurs should come up, means to set up as well as to nurture the entrepreneurship. To be eligible for the startup, the enterprise should not have formed by splitting up or reconstruction of its and its turnover should not have exceed rupees 25 crores since its existence. Means what? Earlier, which we said that startup is business enterprise in the form of private limited company or partnership or even sole proprietorship. So any business enterprise which want to get the benefits of this scheme, its existence, or we can say that it should not have come from a split of the another business enterprise, or its turnover should not exceed rupees 25 crores, then only it can get the benefits of this scheme. My dear students, now let's discuss about the various schemes and ways to fund startup by Government of India. Number one is that no inspection. Means what? Over here, if any business enterprise is getting the benefit of Startup India scheme, then government is not going to inspect your business up to 3 years. Means under this scheme, no inspection would be carried out at startup for 3 years. For 3 years, you are free. You are self-motivated, you are self-dependent, and no inspection work will be done by the government. Registration. We know that registration is required. So for that special app, special portal is formed by the government, and by visiting that portal or that app, it can be registered. Means what? The entire process of the registration has become quick, fast, as well as easy, because we have seen that earlier the registration process was very lengthy. It was time consuming as well as the costly also. So because of that, to make fast registration, government has started special app as well as the government's portal is there. My dear students, next point we are going to discuss is income tax exemptions. As we know that the government's target is that to set up as well as to nurture entrepreneurship. That's why government gives exemptions in the taxes also. It can be of first 3 years. Means what? First 3 years you need not to pay income tax to the government. Fourth point which we are going to discuss is that capital gain tax exemption. Capital gain tax exemption is also given to these startups. So like this, so far we have discussed the 4 points, that is various schemes and ways to fund the startups. First we discuss no inspection, means for 3 years there will not be any sort of inspection from the government. And second one, we discussed that registration, the procedure of registration has made by government very easy. How? Because for that government has launched special app, special the portal is there, and by visiting that portal or that app, that firm can be registered easily. Third one, we discussed that income tax exemptions. So these newly formed business enterprises are given exemptions. Tax means for the first 3 years no need to pay income tax to the government. The fourth point, we discussed that capital gain exemptions can be is given to the startups. Now the fifth one which we are going to discuss is that benefit in patent and intellectual property. If that business organization is opting for its patent and intellectual property rights, then over there also government assist to that particular business enterprises. My dear students, in patent cost, startup can claim an 80% rebate. Means what? As we know that patent requires to be registered. Means if you want to make your patent, then in that you can claim up to 80% rebate. Rebate in the sense it's discount, means 80% rebate will be given to that business enterprise. My dear students, the last point which we are going to discuss is funding schemes for startups. Government has announced rupees 10,000 crore fund for new startups and 500 crores for credit guarantee schemes. Even foreign aid is also provided to the startups. For example, SoftBank of Japan invested $2 billion in Indian startups. Dear students, it was the entire discussion about what is startup and how through various schemes and ways to fund a startup by the government of India. As today we discussed Startup India scheme. At the beginning I told you that Startup India scheme, it is that initiative of the government to promote as well as nurture the entrepreneurship in India. It was first introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi in his speech on 15th August 2015. Dear students, as we have discussed the points that through which, or we can say that various ways and schemes to fund the startups. My dear students, as total 6 points are discussed with you, I would say that after finishing this video lecture, you start writing the points and you try to make your own notes and see that are you able to make your notes or not. How many points I have discussed today? Once again I am going to repeat, total 6 points I have discussed. The first one I discussed with you is that no inspection. Over here we discussed that 3 years exemption is given by the government, that for next 3 years, means first 3 years there will not be any inspection from the government. Then we talk about registration. As we know that the process of registration was very lengthy, time consuming as well as costly, so that also government has made very easy. Then we discuss about income tax exemptions. What is that? For the 3 years exemption is given, that for 3 years, first 3 years you need not to require pay taxes to the government. Then we discuss about fourth point, that is capital gain tax exemption. Capital gain tax exemption is also given for first 3 years to the startups. Then we discuss about benefit in patent and intellectual property. Over here we discuss that 80% rebate is can be claimed by the business and enterprises, and government even assist to the people in case of patents as well as in the intellectual property rights. Funding scheme for startups just we discussed. So I hope that all the points you have understood very clearly. My dear students, as we know that you are sitting at home and you're not coming to college, then also you are studying at home. The method of studying at home I have told you many times. Once again I am telling you that whenever you watch video lectures, so sit with pen and copy at home, and as I am explaining step by step in my video lectures, you also note down it, and after finishing the video lectures you are having that rough notes. On the basis of that rough notes, try to make your own notes, that is fair notes, and if you are not able to recall the things which was discussed in the video lecture, then you are suggested to watch the video again. Anyway, I hope that all the things which we discussed today is clear to all of you. So thank you very much for kind cooperation. My dear students, I would say that don't forget to like, comment and share my video lectures. Once again, thank you very much for kind cooperation. Have a nice day.